Okay, good evening. Today, I am going to present before you the importance of project planning using business intelligence platform. All whatever might be the project planning with the help of business intelligence, only after determining the user requirement, any BI model can be developed. It is not a very tough task nowadays. Because the requirement of the projects vary from person to person. After building up any BA projects, the failure rate and how people after building up and how they adopt for their environment, the most important thing in whatever may be the platform that is being developed, cost saving should be taken into consideration. So the cost of ignoring the user needs, whatever might be the things, whether it is a product or anything it might be, the new need of the user must be focused. If the user's need is not focused, it will be waste of money, increased manual effort, and the total project will be of failure. So it is very important for any of the project should be taken into consideration by making a design thinking framework. The BA planning is a very important aspect. Before starting any planning, we must emphasize that is, empathy is nothing but we must get into the shoes of the people who wants the environment. So after understanding, we should go for the brainstorming session and analyze which is needed and which is not needed. So after preparing any model, that should be experimented. The prototype must be experimented with the realistic situation, and quick decisions must be validated. So it is very important for all these things should be taken into consideration. So we have developed a 5 stage of design thinking in BI. Okay, that is we must understand the feeling of others. We must define what is the problem clearly. After defining, we should sit and discuss. The brainstorming session should be undertaken, and a proper dashboard should be created, and the report should be generated and tested in the market. So for any model as such, this will be very empathy in action is nothing but we must be ready to gather the information as per the requirement of the need of the user. For that, we should conduct proper interviews with the stakeholders who need the phenomena, and the empathy should be, we must empathize the situation. What decision is needed should be made in a proper situation. So the real, as we know that nowadays the retail market is a very challenging area. The realistic, there are various things that which are stagnant in the storeroom must be delivered to the people in a proper way. So the stakeholders according the marketing field, sales field, and finance field must be interviewed. And they based upon the interview, the teams data must be collected, and a dashboard feature must be tailor made for the problem, and based upon the needs of the people, the pricing has to be fixed. So we are supposed to go by step by step BA solution. So after conducting all the survey, the problem must be easily identified, can be easily identified, and the gaps in the problems also should be identified. So proper brainstorming solutions should be conducted, and prototype for each and every problem accordingly. Dashboard should be created, and the dashboard should be presented and tested for the better feedback among the people who require the phenomena. Okay, so we have given a proper MCQ also for students to go through while watching this video. So there are various tools for effective BA requirement gathering. That is, interviews can be conducted, empathy maps. Okay, the people who have the same feeling can be mapped. Mind mapping tools can be used for the collaborative decision making, and very quickly by using various tools like Power BI. Mock interviews can be conducted in the proper visualized manner. So feedback loops can be also identified. After completing the scenario, the feedback can be collected from the people, and for a better testing of the modules. So as such, the success of the thing can be conducted by KPI, that is knowledge tools can be used for better project planning. So the business impact matrix, it will be very much helpful. After implementation of the scenario, the model that is been BA model that is been developed based upon the request of the people, business impact matrix can be, that is revenue growth can be easily identified, cost saving, whether it is cost saving, it should be identified, whether it is cost saving should be identified, whether the customers are satisfied, we should identify. The speed of insight generation also should be identified, the data quality and the trust score also should be identified. The most very important thing is return on investment. Whatever the investment that is made on BI tool must be, whether we are successful or not, that should be identified. So as such, we conclude that using mind map and design thinking tools, we have explained how a BI tool must be developed for any problem as such. Thank you for patiently listening. So in the future for business intelligence is vast. So we encourage our students to go by all the BI tools. Thank you.